Hey, from Florida. Oh, we got these chickens all talking today. I think somebody just laid an egg. Hear it? I love it when they lay an egg. It's like announcing, I have just laid an egg. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. I woke up this morning and I was like amazingly had so much energy because I actually slept for more than 3 hours last night. So I was like, yes. I think I got 5, which is the most I've had in like I think about 6 months. So I feel really good today. I have so many things to do and so much stuff going on. But I just wanted to say, hey, if you're narcissistic abuse, I want you to get out. I know I've said this like a million times before. It doesn't get better. So you just need to get out. And when you're out, they're going to bug you to come back and they're just going to want to know your business. So you're going to have everyone like looking into you. They're going to look at your social media. Like they're whenever you post, they're going to be looking at it so that you know. I really don't care at this point what I post anymore. I'm really happy to expose all narcissists for what they are. And it doesn't make me so any scared feelings anymore or anxiety. Pretty much used to being gang stalked and smear campaigns, so it's pretty, like status quo right now. But I know that it's hard when you first get out, and the best thing to do is to keep praying that you're going to have better days. But sometimes, if you get bullied, you got to go and do something about it. If you have someone stalking you, you might have to get a protective order, or you might have to consult with an attorney, for your issues. And that they don't want you to do that. That's the last thing they want you to do. They're expecting you to be sad that you're not with them. They're expecting you to come back after a while and boomerang back, because you probably boomerang back a few times. I know that in my relationships, I boomerang back, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. So they never thought you would just disappear. They thought you would always be a resource. They thought they could go out and do other things and be nasty and cheat and lie and steal and have compartmentalized lives with 5 different people and 5 different sets of friends groups. They love to do that because that way they can control the narrative of everyone. They could talk about you. They've never met you. They don't know who you are. So it's really easy to control the situation. It's all about control and power with a narcissist. So if you think that people, like when you go out somewhere, and say you go somewhere that's a mutual location that you used to go to, and everybody's looking at you like, you're like, why is everybody looking at me? What the heck? It's because they've created a storyline about you. And it's usually a pretty derogatory story. It could be multiple things. I mean, I've heard some stuff about me that's crazy that I've had over the years. I'm a stripper, which is funny. I love that one. A prostitute, a druggie, a thief. It's laughable now, but when you hear stuff like this about your own self, you're just like, what the F is going on? But it's laughable, and they can make up multiple stories about you. Say you're evil, say you're controlling. They just controlled me and I can't believe, that you're mean. And usually the storyline that they have about you is their own storyline, that what they are. So say they're saying that you're basically, running around and, just being easy with everyone. It's usually them that's doing it. If they say you're whatever, polyamorous, or that you're LGBTQ, it's usually they are, or they're, with both sexist, stuff like that. If you hear storylines about yourself like that, usually the person that is spreading them is the one that's like that. So if you're hearing anything bad about yourself, that is the narcissist storyline to get them off the trail of what they are. Because I can tell you right now, if you have been with a narcissist in your life, they have multiple different things going on with different people. They are really good at hiding what they are. And like I said, they can say you are, like for me, for example, I got divorced, I had kids, so I couldn't really see people during the week because I had children. So I only see them on the weekend. So what are they doing all those other days when you're not around? You know, they could do anything they want. You know, they could just call you, oh, hey, how you doing? And then they could steal from you, mine resources, get money from you, steal creative ideas that say that you're the main, the main person in their life, the front for the parents or anybody that wants to see. And then they can have multiple things going on with different sexes. It's not just, okay, so if you're a male, it's just not, I've learned a lot about narcissists. They go both ways. It's amazing. And when you find out, you're like really shocked because you didn't expect that one. But over the years, I've noticed signs about how to figure that one out. And I don't want you to be scared or, like fearful in your life, but you really got to be discerning about who you date and who you meet on dating apps. I've never dated anybody from a dating app, but I've heard multiple stories about people that have, and they find out that they're married, or if they're a man, they're going out with other men too, or have like 10 different girlfriends, multiple baby mamas, stuff like that. So it's really scary. I personally, I don't go on dating apps, and I know a lot of people that have gone on dating apps are now off because they just keep finding people that are like the homosexual types that want the mommy girlfriend to have a place to stay and for resources, or they're married men trolling for, a shag every once in a while. So if you feel like there's missing time from a person, or they just text and they don't call you over the phone, they could be with another person, and then, they could just be texting quickly. Or if they're texting and they don't text back after you text, and it's like a couple of hours later, or maybe the next day, let's be real, there was somebody else. So that's another red flag. I mean, there's so many red flags right now that I could think of like that. Another thing is, say they have a car breakdown or they have some other kind of emergency. If you're the main supply, they're going to call you. They won't call the people that their little squeeze on the side or their gay lover. They're not going to call that person. They're going to call you, and they're going to use you. So watch out for that, because you're the resource. You're like gold, people. It's like that Spandau Ballet song, Gold. You heard that song from the 80s. So that's another thing that you have to watch out for. Resources are plentiful with the mommy girlfriend. I mean, I used to be the mommy girlfriend over and over because I'm such a people pleaser and nice. I've been, programmed since birth, to be a people pleaser. So I was a perfect target. I was just like, I should have just put the little target thing on my chest, and with the title of people pleaser, because that's what they see you like. You're the meal ticket. You're gold. So remember that you are special and you have something that they want. That's why they pick you. That's why they target you. They're like a predator. They're like a wolf picking a deer, an attack. So think of it that way. And they can get you hooked, and they can get you all nuts and crazy about, with the trauma bond. They're really good at it. So I want you to watch out. If you have missing time, man, that's the biggest red flag right there. Or they cancel plans and then boom, I can't make it. It's because they got something else going on over there. They got something else they want to play with. They got some shiny new toy to play with. So be aware of that. And if they start belittling you and doing the devaluing in the relationship, they usually have somebody else too. That's a major, major red flag. And it's also a control method to control their main supply to stay, because they always want you to feel like you're not good enough. So they'll say something like, why are you dressed like that? What are you doing? Why is your hair like that? Are you tired? Is there something wrong? It's just a way to keep you down and to keep you chained, into the narcissistic games. You don't want that either. So I'll be making more red flags videos. I mean, there's so many. I was just like amazed at how many that you can get them, could see after you realize narcissistic abuse. It's frightening. It's really frightening what these people do. They're very good at what they do. And don't forget that they're very, very good. They have all kinds of tricks. And they're counting on your naive behavior, just not knowing. And they love to pick people that just get divorced or just break up with someone after, like I did. I was in a marriage for 15 years. They love those people because they haven't been on the dating scene, and they don't know how evil people are in this, social media internet world. So I'm going to send you lots of love today from Florida, and I'm going to pray for each and every one of you to get out of narcissistic abuse. And if you're out, don't go back. Don't get back in that trap. Lots of love to you today, and have a blessed day. Cheers for Florida.